Fat to Fit, day 279, ladies and gentlemen. I have made the executive ballsy decision to no longer weigh in, at least until the end of the month. It is currently, I believe, August 5th. I will not weigh in again until September 1st because I'm not going to lie, guys, weighing it every day just kind of messes with my head. I don't have the mental fortitude to put up with it anymore, and I kind of stress out a little bit of, too much about it. So basically, I'm not going to be weighing myself until the month is over, just because, you fluctuate all the time. These little things I used to be able to ignore because I was confident in myself. I do not have that confidence anymore. I'm not going to lie. We've been stagnant for months. A large reason for that is because, when I had first started this diet, I was huge. I was the fattest I ever was, and I'm not gonna lie, I was disgusted by it. I was really ashamed. Now I'm not really ashamed of myself very much anymore. I think I definitely could, be better, but I don't wake up and feel disgust when I look in the mirror anymore. I have some muscle, I'm doing all right. So that's saying not having that self-hatred anymore, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of my motivation has been taken out of my sales because of that. So it's a little bit tough to get back into this, but it is what it is. I'm hoping that no more weigh-ins for the next month will kind of ease my mind a little bit so I stop stressing out about it. And not to mention, as I said yesterday, we're going to be focusing heavily on the running coming up, not very much weightlifting for the near future. We have been building some muscle the last few months, which has been going well. But the thing is, I want to focus again on the weight loss so I can finally lose the rest of this weight. I don't have that much to go, but I haven't had that much to go for months now, and we haven't made any progress, so might as well be a million pounds, you know what I mean? So I really need to get that, crack down on that. It is what it is. But I had about 5 hours and 30 minutes worth of sleep last night. For whatever reason, my sleep schedule has not been very good recently. Been trying to work on that. Hasn't been working. Hopefully I can, get a little bit more sleep coming up. I can't really sleep in like I used to. I wake up at around the same time every day, even if I stay up late, and I don't really have the same ability to sleep in as I used to. I don't really know why. Oh well. I had 5 grams of creatine today, as always. I ran 3 miles today in the scorching heat in 30 minutes and 59 seconds. Very difficult run. I was quite overheated. Next time I will actually bring water. Okay, I didn't bring water this time, which turned out to be quite the mistake. I also wore a shirt which was it really trapped the heat in, which I didn't expect. It's not a shirt that I've ran with very often, so very difficult run today. I ran 3 miles in 30 minutes and 59 seconds. Today I was focusing mainly on actually tracking all the food that I've been eating. I did have a lot of calories today. I wasn't really focusing too much on how many calories I had, just making sure that I had tracked all of them, which I did do, but I had about 3,800 calories today, unfortunately, which is quite a bit. Okay, I don't really have any excuses for that. Tomorrow it's going to be less than 2,000, I promise. Scout's honor, believe me. I might have a little bit of junk food tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to care too much about that. Definitely no more than 2,000 tomorrow, though, I promise. I had 169 grams of protein today. Here's what I had to eat. I had a banana, 155 calories, 1 gram of protein. I had cookies, 750 calories, 5 grams. I had a burrito from Chipotle. First time I had Chipotle in my life. It was pretty good. I actually enjoyed it. I'm not going to lie. Maybe I'm missing out. That was 850 calories, 56 grams of protein. I had crackers, 400 calories, 8 grams of protein. I had chicken and a bunch of Chick-fil-A sauce, which is very calorie dense. The sauce was actually more calories than the chicken itself, which I didn't expect, but it is what it is. All that together was 725 calories, 85 grams of protein. I had a bunch of ice cream cones, 480 calories, 8 grams of protein. Ice cream was 440 calories, 6 grams of protein. All in all, today I had 3,800 calories with 169 grams of protein. Tomorrow I'm going to run another 3 miles and no more than 2,000 calories. I promise, no more than 2,000 calories, okay? I promise. As for the media I've been consuming, I have beaten Slime Rancher 2, ladies and gentlemen. Can I get a round of applause for me? Come on. It's a fun game. I enjoyed Slime Rancher 2 a lot. I didn't even really expect to like the first one as much as I did. It was nice. I had a few, problems with it. Slime Rancher 2 is a much, much more polished version. I really liked it a lot more than I expected to. Huge improvement on the first game. The game's not actually complete yet, but basically I got to the section where the game says you have completed all of the content so far. Wait for the next update, basically. So, which I believe the next update is actually going to be the completion of the game. Something I'm looking forward to. Pretty fun game, I'm not gonna lie. I do have a few minor nitpicks, mainly I don't like how the treasure pods are so tied into the upgrade system. I kind of wish that it was I like each because you kind of have to go out and find like a specific pod to unlock certain upgrades and stuff like that, which I don't really like. I'm not going to spend dozens of hours searching the whole place for one little tiny treasure pod that could be hidden somewhere. And I don't really want to look up a guide on YouTube either. So that's really the only main thing I dislike. I'm kind of rambling though. I haven't really been doing it much else. I'm thinking of either reading Berserk or reading Act Two of Chainsaw Man, which I liked a part one, but I heard people say that part two wasn't very good, so I stopped after that. I don't know, maybe I'll go back and revisit it. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm kind of sick of Western media at this point. I'm trying to branch out, try new things. You know, what is what it is. But thank you all for watching. I will see you tomorrow. 2,000 calories, I swear. Okay, I promise 2,000 calories tomorrow. Maybe I'll even get a haircut finally. Maybe. Probably not, though. I'm not going to lie. Guys, it's not time for my biannual haircut yet. You're going to have to suffer through this for quite some time. You guys want to see my hairline? There's my hairline. I was thinking of actually gelling my hair back. Do you think that'd be cool? I don't know. I'm thinking of kind of growing it out because I used to have long hair. I think I've shown pictures of me having long hair. What if I just grew it all out and I got long hair again? Would that look cool? You know, imagine me leaner with long hair. Would that be pretty cool? I don't know. I'll see you tomorrow. Your mother is so fat that she has to wake herself up in sections. I'll see you tomorrow for day 280. Peace.